And I'm back for another episode of Pokemon Light Platinum. In the last episode, I made it about halfway through this beach, or at least I hope it's halfway. And in this episode, we're hopefully going to make it to the next city. So, I think we still have a few trainers to battle here, including this trainer right here. So let's take her on, I guess. So, here we have Swimmer Sabrina with a Staryu that is on level 25. We have Bulbapedia, who's on level 27, so one Razor Leaf will hopefully take this thing out. I really need to train up Bulbapedia a little bit more as well, because I did get a bit of experience in the last episode. I would like to train it up a bit more. It is my starter, and technically it should be my strongest Pokemon. That's just personal opinion though, but I do prefer my starter to be a little, well, not a little, a few levels higher. A few levels higher than the rest of my team, just because like it's the first Pokemon you get, so you should treat it with the most respect, I guess. I don't even think Bulbapedia has the Lucky Egg on. I'm pretty sure I had that on Elekid, but he fainted, so that kind of sucks. But sure, we'll just take on this trainer anyway. I think she had a Wooper there. I took that out with one Razor Leaf as well, because it's 4 times effective. And now she has a Weasel, which will go down to 1 Razor Leaf as well. So yeah, Bulbapedia is showing some great ability, well, strength here, I guess, with taking everything out. Now we have a Crocodile, which is the evolved form of Totodile. This is on level 25. Crocodile's a pretty good Pokemon, pretty bulky, because most water types are actually bulky in HP and a bit defense, and wow, it's 501 HP. That sucks. Let's just finish with the Tackle, I guess, because it'll be enough to take it out. And there we go, Crocodile is defeated, and Bulbapedia is near enough to level 29. So if there's only water type Pokemon users on this beach, I'm definitely just going to use Bulbapedia for the rest of it. So let me just heal him up with a, wow, I don't have any, like, weak sort of oh, I do, I have Moo Milks. Well, I didn't mean weak potions, but I meant, actually, I really should train up Elekid, I think. So I'm going to actually use a Revive to bring that back, and hopefully get that to evolve in this episode, which would be really helpful, because it is on level 29. So it evolves in one more, after one more, well, not one more battle, but one more level. And wow, it's a long way away from a level up, but sure, it does have the Lucky Egg on, which is helpful. And we've got an item here, and it is a Hyper Potion, so that's pretty good. Seeing as I wasted 2 Moo Milks there, it counts up to 1 Hyper Potion. This beach is great Pokemon. It's a great place to train electric Pokemon because they have an advantage over water Pokemon. Wow, I didn't know that. I'm kidding, I totally knew that. Anyway, here's TM18. And if I'm going to take a guess, wow, I don't even know if I should take a guess. TM18. Oh, I don't have a clue. It is Rain Dance. Really good move. I probably could teach that to my Elekid if it ever tries to learn Thunder, because that'll give it 100% accuracy, which would be really good. And I think I'm actually at the end of the beach. I love living by the sea. Every day I can take a swim. Yeah, I think I'm actually at the end of the beach here, so let's see what the sign says. Shawnport Beach. Yeah, we're at the end, but and we have no trainers, I don't think. The 3rd gym badge in Zeri is up ahead, and we got a Wa battle. And it's a Weasel, so it's basically the same Pokemon that were on the last route, just, well, not basically, we've only seen one Pokemon, so I can't say basically, but it's one of the same Pokemon that were on the last route. We have some berries we can grab here. And we got a Lumberry, which actually gets rid of every status inflictions. That's a really good berry to have. We can also get, hopefully, some more berries. And that one is empty. And let's see if we can get something here, because it would be handy to get a few berries. Rabuta Berry, which I don't even know what that does. I better check it out and see what it does. So yeah, the Lumberry is really good because it heals status in battle. So that's anti-status from confusion to being frozen, burnt, paralyzed, poisoned, etc. So that's really good. The Rabuta Berry is only good for Pokeblocks, so that sucks. We have a Headbutt, a tree we can use Headbutt here on. Let's see what Pokemon we get, I guess. And no Pokemon came out, so it doesn't even matter. We have no hidden items up here, so that sort of blows, but it doesn't really matter. Please let there be some trainers here. Wow, okay, he gives us the Poison Barb, which I think is good for increased power poison moves, but I don't have any poison types. Actually, I do have my Skorupi, but it doesn't really know any. It only knows Poison Sting. I think I even got rid of Poison Sting, so it doesn't really know anything worthwhile. Anyway, I think I have a trainer up here I can battle, so I'm gonna just take them on. Yes, finally, a trainer battle. So, here we have youngster Jose with a Totodile on level 25. We already had the ability to get a Totodile. I did choose Cyndaquil over Totodile and Chikorita, but as you guys voted, I ended up training up Growlithe instead. So yeah, Totodile didn't make the cut. I wasn't planning on using Totodile anyway. It was always going to be I was always going to take Cyndaquil as the type because I didn't need a fire type, but I did get Growlithe. So that's pretty much it. I should probably stop rambling. Anyway, down goes Shelter to a Thunder Punch, just like Totodile. And next Pokemon is going to be a Psyduck. So this is really a great battle for Elekid because 3 water types, and they all go down to 1 Thunder Punch, or at least I assume Psyduck is going to go down to 1. Yes, he does. So Elekid gets some nice experience from some one-hit KOs, and is near enough to level 30. So here's hoping I can get another battle somewhere and get it to level 30 and evolve. Maybe if I can just headbutt this tree and see if there's anything inside. So we'll get Snorlax to headbutt that. And there's nothing there. That sort of sucks, but sure. Please battle. No. Oh, something about. Let me read that again. I've heard that on Imatari Island there's a mystical mountain. When you use the blue and red orb on it, they wake up legendary Pokemon. Well, that's pretty cool. Route 408, Bramboch Town, Shawnport City. So we're headed to Shawnport City. And we're there, so wow, we're already in the next city. I probably shouldn't have cut off at the end of the beach. See, I was basically at Shawnport City already, but anyway. Training my Pokemon is rewarding. Now they win many battles. That sounds sort of like me, except I win like every battle. There are many sailors in the city who enjoy good Pokemon battle. Don't underestimate them. Well, that is great news for me, because sailors usually have some water types, and that's good for Elekid. There are many sailors in the city who enjoy good... Yeah, okay, some guy already told me that. Let me see what we got here. We got the Shawnport house, and we can head inside. Let's see what we got in here. So, Shawnport's lighthouse is the biggest in Zeri. Shawnport is a great place to live with one's family. It's very peaceful here. Your Pokemon must learn surf before they can safely travel the seas. Yeah, I kind of knew that already, but thanks for the information for people who didn't know that, but I doubt it, that there's many people who don't. Let's see what we have here. My dad likes to fish all day. He knows all the tricks of the trade. Super Rod is the best fishing rod. You'll catch great Pokemon with it. Well, alright, maybe. I was kind of hoping you'd give that to me, but I guess not. There are only a few trainers in the world who have the ability to train powerful Pokemon. Me, you look like a good trainer, so I'm willing to give you a strong Pokemon. And, whoa, we can get a Lapras, which is pretty cool. I already have my Milotic, so I have no use for this Lapras. But if you wanted a water type, Lapras is a very good option. It's an ice and water type, it learns really good moves, got great stats, great defense, great special defense, bulky HP, and it can learn some really awesome moves. So I would definitely recommend Lapras as a Pokemon to train. But I don't really need it, so I'm going to have to leave it alone. Let's see what this person says. You should always carry revives and potions for when your Pokemon is hurt. That is very true. Water stones evolve water Pokemon that don't evolve by leveling up. Yeah, well, I've already shown you guys that you can evolve Feebas with the Water Stone back in episode 2 where I got my Milotic. You should go to a Pokemon Center when your Pokemon is injured. That's kind of obvious. Water Pokemon are weak to electric and grass type. Use these attacks to beat Lucas, who I assume is the gym leader. Let's see what we got here. Hi, I'm the Name Raider. Well, everybody, it's time to go to the Name Raider because I do have to change the name of some of my Pokemon. I'm the fortune teller of names. I shall be pleased to rate your Pokemon's nickname. Which Pokemon's nickname should I divine? Okay, so the first on the list is going to be Elekid. We're going to change its name to Barney, like I said I was going to do in the last episode. So here we have Barney the Elekid, soon to be Electabuzz. And yes, that's great language I can't understand. Alright, so another Pokemon we have to do is my Snorlax. And there was a lot of, well, not a lot of names given for Snorlax, but one that stood out for me was the name Slax. So I'm going to call my Snorlax Slax, and it's spelled S-L-A-X, which I thought was pretty cool. It's just getting rid of the Norl, or what? It's getting rid of the Nor in Snorlax, but it's still pretty cool. So we have Slax the Snorlax. And finally, we have to nickname Growlithe, who I'm going to decide on a name that was submitted by Nintendo Skills. And the name is A-C, there we go, A-R-C, and then it's Arcaflame. So, we have our Growlithe Arcaflame. We also have Barney, the soon-to-be Electabuzz, and Slacks, the Snorlax. So all my team members finally have nicknames, and I didn't talk to this guy. I love to train my Pokemon until its power is at its maximum. Would you like to trade a Carvanha for my Seadra? No, thank you. I don't have a Carvanha. I've never actually trained him up, and I was considering if I ever did a future playthrough that I would raise up a Carvanha, because it's pretty cool. I already talked to this guy. I'm sort of stupid for talking to him again. What do we have down here? Shawnport City. Let me just go to the Pokemon Center, and wow, that guy like walked right in front of the door. Alright, so it's pretty good to have all the nicknames of my Pokemon done. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit here, because, you know, it's boring to watch me healing up. And there we go, so. Finally, all the nicknames done. I don't have to look at my Pokemon weirdly. Anyway, this port received cargo from Johto. Slow down and read properly, okay? This port receives cargo from Johto, Kanto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh. It connects all the regions of the Pokemon world. You forgot about Unova. I'm sorry. Lucas, our gym leader, is very strong and has beaten many trainers, even some of the Elite Four. Wow. How am I meant to be that guy then? Shawnport City, Pokemon gym leader Lucas, type water. And the gym's open, so let's see what's going on in here. Welcome to the Shawnport City gym. The leader uses water types. Okay, I think it's... Can we actually go through the gym now, or is there anybody? I don't think there's anybody in here. It doesn't look like there's anyone in here, so I'm just gonna leave, and we'll come back and deal with that in the future. Not now though, apparently, because there's nobody here. So let's head into this house, and I see a hot air balloon, I think. Shawnport City's port receives ships from all over the world every day of the week. Lucas's Pokemon use strong attacks in order to defeat his opponents quickly. That's a nice tip. Let's see. Wow, that is a water balloon. It looks like a Whalmer. Well, not water balloon. That's a hot air balloon. And I'm gonna talk to those guys in a second because I want to explore here some more. When you're deep inside caves, beware of Pokemon. I'm getting a good 10 so that I can look attractive. So is your Krogunk, I guess. Many Pokemon use their speed to avoid attacks, so we get Bright Powder. Bright Powder allows your Pokemon to dodge attacks with ease, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to actually take a look at that and see if I should give it to one of my Pokemon. So, an item that casts a glare to reduce accuracy. That's pretty cool. I'll have to check that out, and I think we have some trainers we can battle around here. Say my friends, my Pokemon, and I are making sandcastles. I'm pretty sure someone on the other beach said that before. The lighthouse helps ships and barges find their way into the harbor both day and night. Sorry, but the lighthouse is temporarily closed. Alright. I really want to find some trainers just so I can level up all that kid. Or should I say, we can level up Barney. I like the beach because of the nice refreshing wind. I'm just going to see if there's any other items I can get by talking to people. So if you're wondering why I'm just like running around talking to people, that is the reason. Just to see if I can get more items and stuff. Yeah, you said that already over there, but it wasn't you that said it, was some other trainer. I really like the ocean, it makes me feel better, I feel really romantic. Right, okay. I'm gonna leave you feeling that way, lady, because it's sort of weird. Okay, I think there's some other places we can head to here in Shawnport City, so I'm gonna try and find them. Someone said sailors like to battle, and I would like to have them battle me. Yesterday I saw a red Gyarados in the Lake Mayung, but it disappeared quickly. It seemed terribly strong. I bet I could beat it. No offense. I worked at this port for years and years. Many ships come here from all over the world. I've worked at this port. Wow, okay. Do you guys did you listen to what that guy said and thought my stuff isn't good enough, so I gotta copy this guy? Anyway, what is this? This is the most organized port that I've ever seen. In order to travel by ship, you will need a ticket. Wow, you need a ticket for everything. You need a ticket for the airplane. You need it for this as well. Or we can just walk out this door. I've worked at this port for years. Yeah, okay, that guy said the same thing. Sailor traveling on ships, ocean, ticket. We need a ticket. So we can't go there. Everywhere else is blocked off. So I guess we can't do anything here. There's nothing really else I can do, is there? I could probably head down to the beach that was down this way where that kid was and see what happens. There are many sailors in the city who enjoy a good bath. Wait, is this where this isn't where I came in. Shawnport has many large buildings important to Zeri region, like the port of Shawnport, the lighthouse, and the third gym of the Zeri League. Is there anyone here who would like to battle? Please. Sleeping man, as in every Every town, there's always that hobo like sitting on a bench. Anyway, here's Route 409, and I guess I can do some battling here to like level up before I do some other stuff. So here we have Last Jessica with a Rufflet on level 25, and that is perfect for Barney. So we're gonna go for Thunder Punch. And down goes Rufflet, and that should be level 30, I hope. No, it's not. So next Pokemon is a Swallow, which will definitely be enough to get to level 30, so that's fantastic. Just hit that thing with a Thunder Punch, and it's using Double Team. I probably will have to start using Swift soon, if it keeps using Double Team. But Barney's able to hit with a Thunder Punch, so let's see how much damage it does. And it takes it out in one hit. So yes, this is going to be level 30 for Barney, which is fantastic. So there we go. Barney grew to level 30. And she's going to send in Roselia, so I'm going to switch into Arcaflame, the new nickname of my Growlithe. And in comes Roselia, so we're just going to go for a Flamethrower and one-hit KO this thing, hopefully. So down goes Roselia. And 830 in experience is a lot. So that was pretty awesome. And Elekid, or should I say Barney, is evolving. So finally I was able to find a battle and get Barney to level 30. So now instead of saying I have Elekid, I can now firmly say that I have an Electabuzz. Electabuzz is awesome. I just think Electabuzz is probably one of the best electric types in existence. That's just personal opinion though, I love it. So let's check out Barney. It's got some very good stats. Look at that attack stat, and even that special attack stat's really good. Its only weak spot is its defense, which I've kind of explained previously. So yeah, I'm liking the shape of the team. It's still pretty strong. I do have to level up some of my other Pokemon because Scorpio, Slax, and Elegance have fallen behind a little bit with some on 28, one on 28, 129, and 130. So I should train those guys up a little bit more. I want to test something out. I was told that you can use a Thunderstone to evolve your Electabuzz, and that's not true. So I have to find a way to get Electivire somehow, if you can even get Electivire. I'm pretty sure that you can. And it looks like we need Rock Smash, I guess. There's a lot of stuff going on up here, but wow, we have an item. Let's grab that. It's a Max Ether, which is actually going to come in handy. I better switch somebody else to the front so they can get some experience. We're going to go with Slax. So I'm going to take the leftovers and give it a Lucky Egg just so it'll be easier to train it up. So there we go, there's Lucky Egg. And we'll talk to this guy. Today the sea is very calm. It's like the world is at peace. Well, that's pretty nice. And I'm just going to look around to see if there's anything around here. There isn't. I think I have to battle this. I can't even battle this guy, can I? Taking care of normal Pokemon is easy. All they do is eat and sleep. Well, my Snorlax would beg to differ. I think that Hiker battles. So if he does, I'm actually going to battle this guy down here first if I can. I've been training here for an hour. My Pokemon still hasn't gained a level. Wow, that sucks. Okay, so this guy's a Hiker. I probably should switch Elegance to the front then, because he will more than likely have some rock types, or even fighting types, which is not good for my Snorlax. So we're gonna go with, alright, never mind, it doesn't even battle. Destroy rocks, you should use Rock Smash. And actually he gives us Rock Smash, so that's awesome. So there's HM06. But I think we need the third gym badge to do that. Anyway, we get Silver Powder, which I believe is given to bug types to make their attack stronger. Yes, it is. Wow, that was just a lucky guess. Well, I guess it was. Yeah, it was a lucky guess, but I did kind of assume. Anyway, there's nothing else I can do, so I might as well just head back to Shawnport City. And actually, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. So, in the next episode of Pokemon Life, actually, I'm just gonna talk to these guys. Hello Stu, my name is Steven. I'm from the Hoenn region. Actually, I'm the current Hoenn League champion. Ash told me about you. We could use your help. Hi, I'm Lucas. So here's the gym leader, who wasn't in the gym when I went in there earlier. Hi, I'm Lucas, the leader of Shawnport Gym. Steven and I were waiting for you so that we could travel by Zeppelin to Imatari Island. Ash says you've got skill, and we have many battles ahead of us. Stu, it looks like Team Steam is trying to rouse two powerful legendary Pokemon from their slumber with the Blue Orb and the Red Orb. Marina and Terra, the two Team Steam leaders, will be there. So the battle will surely be difficult. Do you want to come to Imatari Island with us? No! No, well, actually, we will go in the next episode, but for now, we're not going to. So, I would like to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And in the next episode, we're going to be heading to Amatari Island to face off with Marina and Terra. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you for more shortly enough. See you later.